A woman experiences 3 reproductive stages in her life: puberty, pregnancy, and perimenopause that changes her brain in unique ways. Today, I discuss how the hormonal changes during each of these stages impacts a woman's brain and what she can do to protect her brain now and for her entire life. Hi, I'm neuroscientist Dr. Ben Webb, and I want to help you cultivate a healthy brain for a mentally healthy and happy life. Welcome to episode 60 of Better Brain, Better You. Hi, how are you doing today? All good, I hope, and thanks so much for joining me for today's episode on the 3 Ps: puberty, pregnancy, and perimenopause, and how they change a woman's brain. The hormonal changes that a woman experiences across her life have a huge impact on her brain health, and given that a decline in key hormones during midlife have been linked to the development of brain diseases like Alzheimer's later in life, it's absolutely critical that women of all ages, but particularly midlife women, take really good care of their brain health. And just as you can protect other areas of your health, you can also make simple lifestyle changes to keep your brain healthy now, to preserve your memory and prevent brain diseases like Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and stroke later in life. And to help you optimize your brain health, I've put together a simple free guide that shows you the 6 steps that you can take right now to help you keep your brain healthy. And you can get this free guide at ologyonlinecourses.com/brain health. That's ologyonlinecourses.com/brain health. Please do go ahead and download this free guide. It really will help you to start looking after your brain now and your future well-being. Okay, so hormones are critical for the brain health of men and women at all ages. But unlike men, women experience 3 reproductive stages in their lives that change their brain in quite unique ways. We call these the 3 Ps: puberty, pregnancy, and perimenopause. These 3 stages in a woman's reproductive life are accompanied by huge hormonal changes that have a huge effect on her brain. I just want to share with you how a woman's brain changes during each of these stages and what she can do to protect her brain health now and for her entire life. So let's start with what happens to a woman's brain, a young woman's brain, during puberty. So during puberty, hormones control certain functions in your body and in your brain. And these hormones play a key role in making an adolescent girl's brain receptive to learning and new experiences. And the hormonal changes that occur during puberty can also increase the risk for mental health problems like depression and persistent depressive episodes in females. But both depression and anxiety have been linked to an increased risk for Alzheimer's. So trying to reduce the number of young women living with mental health problems like depression through early diagnosis and talking therapy and drug treatment is really valuable for a woman's life on every level. So what can you do to protect the brain during puberty? So more than anything, it's critical for a girl going through puberty to be given the physical and social conditions she needs to have good brain health. So that includes things like having access to brain healthy foods, doing regular aerobic exercise, getting a full complement of 8 to 9 hours sleep every night, and living in a caring, safe, and stable home. Reducing a young woman's exposure to environmental toxins is also critical. Environmental toxins are really bad for the brain at any time in life, so reducing exposure to them is critical, whether it's air pollution, ingested toxins and products that may interfere with estrogen production, like certain makeups and plastics. So you can do things like choosing stainless steel or glass products over plastics, because this can really help when you're drinking filtered water, and avoiding foods that have pesticide residue or a lot of artificial ingredients. Aerobic exercise fuels the brain with oxygen and encourages the growth of new brain cells, which are absolutely critical for a young lady's learning and memory consolidation. Getting enough sleep during puberty is also crucial for memory consolidation, learning, stress reduction, and supports their immune system. So it's essential for adolescent girls to stay away from drugs and alcohol as much as they can, because these are particularly toxic for their developing brain and can actually shrink parts of their brain before they're fully developed. So the brain is drastically changing during puberty, and it's important not to compromise it through exposure to unhealthy elements and to nurture it through a healthy lifestyle. So what happens to the brain during pregnancy? Well, when women become pregnant, their body and brain experience a massive surge in hormones, followed by a big drop after the baby is born. So many women report that they experience baby brain or pregnant brain, which neuroscience research has actually now shown can include symptoms like a mild decline in mental ability, some memory problems, and in the executive mental skills used every day to learn, work, and manage daily life. And in lots of ways, pregnancy resembles puberty, as the brain is exposed to a large influx of hormones that, in this case, prepare you for giving birth, while at the same time affecting brain function too. So for some women, the waves of estrogen that their brain experiences during pregnancy may actually protect them from developing Alzheimer's disease later in life. And the high blood sugar that develops during pregnancy, so this is called gestational diabetes, might also be a risk for developing type 2 diabetes in midlife, which is a massive risk factor for Alzheimer's disease later in life. So how can you look after your brain during pregnancy? Well, during pregnancy, as much as they possibly can, women should try to get enough sleep, exercise, and eat brain-healthy food. So the Mediterranean diet, which is packed with vitamins and minerals, healthy fats like olive oil and fish, lean protein, and green leafy vegetables, is the perfect diet to follow. So where possible, it's also advisable to avoid processed foods, refined sugar, and too much salt. These foods can lead to unhealthy weight gain, fatigue, and even a high chance of developing high blood pressure or gestational diabetes. So it's also really important for women to take the time to look after themselves during this tumultuous time. There are so many overwhelming changes happening inside their brain and inside their body, and life is going to dramatically change with the joy and hard work that comes with a new arrival. So what about the perimenopause? This is the time during which a woman's body makes the natural transition to menopause, marking the end of her reproductive years. So in midlife, a woman's body and brain experience a change in estrogen production, which in turn triggers a cascade of brain changes, including changes to brain structure, brain connectivity between different parts of the brain, and brain energy consumption. But perhaps most noticeable is that many women going through perimenopause experience a drop in brain energy levels, which shows up as things like hot flushes, extreme fatigue, and tiredness. And later in life, these changes to brain energy might also make a woman's brain more susceptible to developing Alzheimer's disease. So how can a woman look after her brain during perimenopause? Well, like during pregnancy, the Mediterranean diet has proven to provide the best nutrition for brain health during the perimenopause. Women should also keep alcohol to a minimum, avoid smoking, get as much sleep as they can, and reduce stress. All of these lifestyle factors have a big influence over a woman's estrogen levels. And finally, aerobic exercise has been found to be really helpful to improve mental function and reduce brain fog. So we now know that men and women appear to develop Alzheimer's for different reasons. A man's brain health appears to be at more risk from cardiovascular factors, so things like a stroke, whereas a woman's brain health is at a higher risk from hormonal and metabolic factors. So it's critical that women receive the right health, neurological and psychological guidance to get the best and most appropriate preventative care for their brain health during every phase of their life. And to help you optimize your brain health now, I've put together a free guide that shows you the 6 simple steps you can take right now to help keep your brain healthy. So you can get this free guide at ologyonlinecourses.com/brain health. That's ologyonlinecourses.com/brain health. Please do go and get it. to start taking control of your brain health and of your future well-being. So thanks so much for spending time with me today. I hope today's episode on the 3 Ps, the different reproductive stages of life that affect a woman's brain health, was helpful, and I will look forward to seeing you next time.